right? Any escape, just like we talked about escaping back the other day. You're in a spot that you've made a lot of mistakes, so to get out of it, you're gonna have to take a couple of risks if you want to get out of it anytime soon, okay? So if we're thinking about escaping the mount, right? So if I'm on my back, Chad has the mount position. First thing, I want to make sure that Chad is, not up under my elbows. Go ahead. So this is about as bad as it can be, right? Because my elbows are up near my ears, and they're very far from my hips. My arms are weak. There's just a lot of things wrong. One of the things that I need to think about is always moving my head backwards. Another thing I need to think about is, and now people do this all the time, is what am I doing with my legs? Because a lot of times, if you're not actively using your legs, like you'll see people in mount like this, and he's stuck under the bottom. Before I do anything, right, or if I have no energy to do anything, I shouldn't put my legs like this. In general, I should put my legs flat. No one does this. I make this mistake. Everybody makes this mistake. Why? Because it's one less thing for them to control. If I put my legs up, then they can entangle their legs or kind of encapsulate my hips a little better. If my legs are flat, it's much harder for them to do anything. It seems kind of silly. It also takes another second for me to move, but it will pay dividends by kind of keeping them out of the way. Now from here, the first thing I'm trying to do, if I'm up like this, my arms are very vulnerable. If it's a no-gi situation, I'm going to clasp both my hands together, right, to kind of one hand to reinforce the other if he's potentially attacking. And then I'm going to draw down, almost like a pull-up. I'm going to try to keep drawing my elbows down. But then the big thing here is I'm going to come up on my toes, and I'll push up, and then I'm going to walk on my shoulders back as far as I can, okay? Once I've got back to this position, if I have no more energy, or my partner decides to go to low mount, like you're going to put hooks in, I make sure my legs go flat right away. Because you have a high mount or a low mount, you don't have anything in between, okay? High mount, you're attacking. Low mount, you're really focused on control. There's very few offensive options. So if he's trying to establish his low mount, he can't grab me if my legs are down, okay? If we're here, I have to start to clear and do different things. But if I just put my legs straight, it immediately makes it harder. Now when I'm ready to go, I have to create a situation where I have if our bodies are two ovals, they're stacked on top of each other like this now. I need to create the letter T. I need to make my oval sideways. But in doing that, I'm also taking a risk. It's allowing me an opportunity to escape, but I'm also presenting the opportunity of exposing my back to him. It's one of those things, if you really want to get out, there will be a risk there. You made a lot of mistakes to get here. You're going to have to try a lot of things to get out. So again, maybe my hands are still clasped. I'm going to bridge my hips up, and I'm going to come to my side. Okay? Now look what already happened here with him. See what's happened with the leg position already? You guys see what just happened from just a very simple little hip shift here, right? So there's two ways to look at this. I'm halfway to my half guard, or he's halfway to my back, right? But once I'm here, it's simply act of collecting this leg. And then remember, we're here, and as we do our shrimps, right? We don't just shrimp side to side. We pinch our knees together and turn to the ceiling, right? Every time we do our warm-ups, that's why we pinch our knees and turn to the ceiling. So here, I'm now in a position, right? Where you guys are familiar. We did half guard last month, right? Here, I'm gonna have underhooks here, and here I am, right? Now we know different things to what to do from here, right? It's one idea. All right, so again, Chad starts in high mount. We want to make sure our arms are up. We don't do this and then risk letting him entangle our arms. We're not going to hug him. This does very little here. We're going to do this. Maybe Nelson will try that kind of stuff because he's young, but no, we're probably not going to do that. So hands together, drawing the elbows down, shoulder sprint, up on the toes, walk, shoulder to shoulder, come back. He tries to go low mount, my legs are straight, okay? If he does hook you, right, you're gonna have to use the other legs to clear it up. You're gonna have to use your other foot to kick this out. From here, when you're ready to go, on your toes, you're gonna bump your hips up and you're gonna drop your other hip to, one hip to the side. So I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go to the side. Now look, this is more typically what's gonna happen. Right now on my side, I need to make sure that I'm trying to swim my hands and get inside position. And now, what a lot of people don't realize, and this is a key thing you want to think about here, when they're doing a hip escape, they're thinking about pushing on the leg and pushing the leg away. This is not the leg that I'm trying to move. I'm actually, when I do a hip escape, my butt is actually what's doing the work. So watch, if I go this way, scoot my butt back, my butt is actually pushing it. It's actually, see, it actually did so much it knocked him to his knee on this side. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So then here, we're in another situation where, look, Chad comes, he takes top position. Look, this is our scoop half butterfly, right? So you see how all these things start to pair together. So again, one time without Chad, I'm gonna come here, I'm here, my hands are clasped, I'm trying to draw my elbows down. I'm making this wedge shape, right? There's none of this. It's up until my quads are tight. I walk on my shoulders. Perhaps I reset. If I need a minute, I come here, I pop up, come to my side, in here. From here, I'm not pushing. The top arm is very vulnerable when you extend it away from your body to push, okay? You're not pushing. You're coming here, and you're either with one leg or two, if you have space, pushing your butt backwards. This is levering his knees apart, okay? That's facilitating the escape. It's not pushing and framing against that near knee. It's the knee that's behind you.
And then you can turn 90 degrees towards them.
Yep.
To get the underhooks. Okay.
And flip and turn towards him. Okay. Make sense? Let's give it a shot.